today on Destination Polaris. We go behind the scenes of the making of XP1K2.
Let's get cameras fired up and ready. Audio ready?
Audio's good.
All right, here we go.
Action, action.
Roll camera. Destination Polaris starts right now.
Okay, we're gonna cut it, volume real quick, and check playback. I think we got it on one take.
Welcome to Destination Polaris. When anyone mentions the letters XP1K, you better strap in because you're about to experience one of the gnarliest off-road videos on the planet. First launched in August 2013, XP1K set the bar to which all off-road videos try to match. The first XP1K video took place in California in a top secret location with driver RJ Anderson behind the wheel. And RJ absolutely killed it.
First XP1K was a big challenge because nobody had ever done anything like that before. We knew how well it was going to be received, so we were already planning on what the next one was going to be.
We set the bar so high on the first video that, you know, when we sat down to work out all these stunts and figure out how to go bigger, farther, better, it was a little bit of a challenge.
Now, the entire crew is back to film their latest video titled XP1K2.
Let's make sure that everything's down there and we're ready to set it up.
Everybody clear? Roll cameras, roll sound. KRG. Action, action.
Matt, if you're happy, let's move on. Let's pull these cameras out. Give me the word, Matt. Let me know.
Coming up next, we go behind the scenes on location with the guys who make this video. You're watching Destination Polaris.
Anytime, guys. 3, 2, 1, go for it.
Destination Polaris is brought to you by Progressive Insurance. Think easier. Think Progressive. And by Dragon Fire Racing. Feel the heat.
Action, action.
So we're on the set of XP1K2. It's day 2. We've been working on this project now for almost 6 months. We've done 3 scouts. We've been up here for 2 weeks building all these obstacles.
Making movies. So glamorous.
That's Josh Martelli of the Martelli Brothers. Josh and his brother Matt own the company Mad Media. They're the brains behind the XP1K videos.
There's a lot of, commercial directors who show up on set, 2 minutes before a take, and they just want to review dailies at the end of the day. They don't have a lot of interaction with the talent, let's say. Matt and I are the exact opposite. We want to see every take, we want to see every shot. It's not unusual for us to grab a camera and get in there and do something. We want to make sure we're nailing everything.
Pretty much everybody here we've had working with us for over 10 years. So we've got Mike McIntyre as our director of photography, Milan Spasic is second camera, and then we've got Lonnie Peralta doing production for us. Me and my brother are directing, and then a whole crew supporting them. So 50 people plus. It's a big undertaking.
A lot of these guys work out of Hollywood, they work out of LA.
It's crazy how much gear goes into a shoot like this. Take this Razor right here, for example. There's an arm mounted to the front, a camera goes on that arm, and this vehicle chases the XP1K vehicle through the woods and near some of the stunts. Beyond that, there are cameras everywhere. There's a camera here, and there's always one camera up above.
We've got about 7 different camera setups here, including GoPro. We've got helicopter, we've got an arm system mounted onto another Razor, we've got a Movi, we've got remote heli, we've got zip line here. So we really brought all the tools we could that we thought would help enhance this, and we brought them here.
We're gonna set up the Movi and run some ropes around of it, do some dolly and jib moves.
This is kind of sketchy up here. Do you want to put it on the ground? Let me see one thing. I'm just gonna pan this off real quick. Yeah, I'm liking it. Let's go with that. What we're talking about is real kind of small little moves, right? We don't, maybe one big move into it.
We're looking for the most cinematic shots that visually tell you, what it feels like to be here observing this. And once we get that, we call it move on, and that's really what it's all about.
Yeah, you know what? Put the camera on him.
The first video took place in California, and this time the crew moved way up the coast to Washington State to do something totally different.
We're actually just north of Seattle, about 2 hours near the Canadian border.
Now, we can't give away the exact location of this shoot for, safety and security reasons, but it's pretty safe to say that in North Washington, there's some serious you-know-what going down.
We can't tell anyone where this is at, though. Otherwise, it's gonna have a real problem here. A lot of locals wanting to come tear these trails up,
The idea behind this whole shoot was to build an extreme off-road downhill course.
We came up with the concept of doing the ultimate, downhill mountain bike run, if you will. And we got a lot of ideas, so the ladder ramps, the wood structures and everything else. And it was like, wow, what we could do, we have horsepower and suspension,
The layout here is pretty extreme. We're at the base of a mountain, and it has all the elements that we've been looking for. If it doesn't have something in the right place, we're building it.
Now, every shoot has its challenges, and today is no different. We're in Washington. Guess what? It's raining. Shocking.
We're not totally out of our element, but it's a challenge. All the mud that we have that we're dealing with now, it's not on the storyboard.
Okay, but go down this way and see if the XP1000 is over here and grab out the water for Tony and those guys.
So this next stunt is called Thread the Needle, and you can kind of see for obvious reasons why they call it that. RJ's gonna come from the trail up and around this huge bank curb, and then he'll hit this huge first step down onto the ramp, another step down, and then boom, onto the trail. But before they can roll camera, they want to do a quick test run. Totally understandable. The wood is wet, and that's going to make this hard to pull off.
All right, guys, let's get in position. We're just gonna do a practice run. This is just gonna be slow so RJ can kind of see what it is and get the feel of it.
It looks like we're gonna have to call shooting for the day just due to weather. It's getting so soupy, so wet.
All right, guys, we're gonna call it a day on this on the schedule here. Camera crews, let's start working on getting your gear packed back up and in cars.
So as you can see, Mother Nature's not quite cooperating with us. We're trying to perfect the thread the needle jump, and a little tricky. Came off it in our test car and popped a tire off the bead. So no big deal. Calling it for the day, and I'm ready for day 3 tomorrow.
Stick around because it looks like the weather might clear up just enough and they might get this video done. You're watching Destination Polaris.
Destination Polaris is brought to you by Super ATV, your trusted source for high-quality off-road parts and accessories.
Welcome back to DP. We're on location in Washington for a behind-the-scenes look into the making of XP1K2.
You go down past the wall, front wall, right?
This particular obstacle right here is our double step down. Basically, this was just an existing kind of trail, and we had the guys come in and fall a bunch of lumber for us, a bunch of logs, and build a much gnarlier double step down.
We don't have a whole lot of concern because we've already tested this with our test driver, and we've seen obviously that it's doable. It's not one of the major stunts, but it is one of the cooler stunts on our ticket here today.
So RG's gonna come in pretty hot, hit this thing pretty hot, and basically we're gonna try to showcase the suspension capabilities of the XP. So you're gonna see a full droop of the car, suck it back up, and full droop again.
It's different than anything I've ever done, and that's what's cool about this project is we can go places and do things that haven't been done before. So jumping some logs onto more logs and jumping off. So this isn't a super fast stunt, so we're not going too fast here, but I mean mentally it's just you don't really have a way to prepare. I've never really done stuff like this, so you just learn as you go.
It's pretty crazy to see how relaxed RJ is, before some of these stunts, but he has a lot of trust in us, and we do a lot of homework to make sure that these stunts are doable. We're not just like sending him off, some jump that we don't have actual data on and haven't tried. All right, copy that.
I'm ready to go.
Yeah. Everybody off the road down there. Hey, Ernesto, you down there? Everybody clear? All right, here we go, guys. A camera set. Yeah, ready. Roll cameras, roll sound. Action. All right, here we go. Fire those cameras up, guys.
Okay, action, RJ.
Roll cameras, roll sound.
That was it. We got it, guys. Awesome nice job.
Thanks, guys.
Great job, man.
Lonnie, they're ready.
As soon as that helicopter's up, we're changing gears and we're going to the helicopter camp. So
it's pretty much standard octocopter with a DJI gimbal. I just pick a line up and then I run it through on the right time. So.
Okay, action, RJ. Hey, we're gonna cut it, Lonnie, real quick and check playback. I think we got it on one take.
Oh,
dude. Let's move on.
Hey, that's done. We're moving on, Lonnie.
I think that was the shot. Dude, it's perfect. Dude, his lights coming on, and how crossed up he is.
That thing almost clipped the heli too, dude.
It doesn't matter. We got it.
Holy. From a behind-the-scenes standpoint, it's pretty cool to see how it all kind of comes together. Because then when you watch the video, you're like, wow, now it all makes sense.
Stick around because coming up next, we roll out the entire video. You're watching Destination Polaris.
Destination Polaris is brought to you by Maui Jim Sunglasses, the fastest growing premium polarized sunglass maker in the world.
Welcome back to Destination Polaris. All right, I've made you wait long enough. Here it is, XP1K2.